True.
First Class Podcast.
Yo, 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 yo. This is another episode of the First Class Podcast, man. This is the welcome back edition. I'm here with damn, I had a perfect phrase to bring you back in and I forgot that mug.
Man, of 1,000 personalities and then multiplicity, man.
But James is that guy, 937. James is back with us. Welcome back to the show, brother.
Thank you, man. It felt good to be back, man. How y'all fellas doing today?
Great.
Yes, sir.
And as y'all know, man, I got Siege, man. I got Siege with us, the round mound of sound.
Going down.
Facts. But yeah, man. And you know, the title of this show is Back to the Basics. I just kept it pretty simple because as you all know, it's been a little while since we've been on air. You know, summertime, technical difficulties, occasions, festivities, family reunions, weddings, graduations. You know what I'm saying? You name it, everything's been going on. But we are back with y'all, and we're gonna try to wrap up the rest of the year and keep thugging it on out with some good and great content. But since it has been so long, how did you enjoy your summer? Because summer basically over with now. We kind of just chilled out all summer.
Man, basically chilled out all summer, then close to the end, you know, just basically trying different things for real. I mean, I worked the majority of the summer, but between work life, dad life, I mean, trying to squeeze in personal life and different individual journeys and stuff for real. Like, I mean, I've been cool though. I've been all right. It's been all right summer though, for real. How about y'all?
Oh, yeah. What about you, Siege? How your summer been treating you overall?
Pretty cool, man. Did a couple of things. I had to push some things back in terms of shows and all of that, but people been following us. You know, they pretty much know what's going on. Just working, chilling, having fun, trying to make sure we build a great foundations for the future, so we don't have to take so many, you know, weeks and months off of doing stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. And you know, we gotta do it for the kids. Gotta do it for the kids. Whoever, I don't know who's leaving the comments, but tag your name into the next comment. Could it just say Facebook user right now? Talking about two parties today. All right. But yeah, for me, man, the summer been cool, man. Kicking it with these children. Sending my oldest to a lot of different camps and stuff like that. My youngest, not quite old enough to go to some of these different camps and stuff like that. So she kind of just chilled here at the crib. She kind of just chilled here at the crib for the most part. But other than that, man, the summer was great. You know, kind of glad to be back in school, get everything back to usual, back to the basics. Hence the show, you know what I mean? So with that being said, man, we're going to just keep rocking. If you're new to the show, we always start off with some type of words of encouragement or some type of motivation. In light of football being back to us, I just kept it pretty simple. And it's one of my favorite football quotes. And it's a clear mind, full heart, can't lose. Let's go. Friday Night Lights. But now the reason why I did that, man, like I said, it is in the light of football season. You know what I'm saying? And it is actually one of my favorite quotes, man, because you got to keep your mind clear and your heart full. If you got a clear mind and a full heart, especially if your heart is full of love, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be full of hate, but you know what I'm trying to say. Clear mind and a full heart, 9 times out of 10, those are the recipes for a winning situation. So that's the quote. Y'all got any other take on that one?
Real quick,
playing simple for me for real. Like, bro, don't get no simpler than that, bro.
Facts. I got something on that, but real quick, the commenter is Peanut Dash Resource. So that's who commented on the post. You know, I got the thing up so I can see. Yeah. So shout out to Peanut
good looking.
On the comments.
Shout out to Peanut. You said 2 block parties today. Cool.
Facts. So in terms of what you just said, yeah, man, as long as you got a direction and your heart is full with that direction, you know what I'm saying, hopefully positive direction, and you'll get to where you got to go. Kind of like the law of attraction sort of thing. But yeah, got it.
For sure. All right, so before we get this episode kicked up, I do have a quick ad. So we're going to go to this First Class Beard Products ad, and we'll be right back right after that.
What's going on, fellas, man? You tired of hearing your girl or your wife complain about your beard, man? Make sure you step it up with First Class Beard Products, where we have beard balm, shampoo, and beard oil. So please take your beard to another level with First Class Beard Products, and trust me, she gonna like it too.
Yeah, man, that's First Class Beard Products. Definitely, man, be on the lookout for that, trying to bring that back. Well, it's still going. We're about to have a blowout sale here in the next week or two. I mean, means first come, first serve, and get all this stuff.
Blowout sale though. What's the special?
I'll tell you when it comes. You'll be the first. You'll be the first and second to know, because I got to be the first to know. So when I know,
there you go.
You know, for real.
Hey, that's good.
But yeah, that's gonna be coming up in the next week or so as well. But so let's get this kicked off, man. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. And America showing their true colors with this Little Mermaid uproar. Everybody mad because the Little Mermaid is black. So, you know what, James, since it's your first time coming back to the show, you feel me? We're gonna start off with you. How do you feel about this whole mermaid uproar, man, and fiasco?
I was watching. I seen some little meme on Instagram the other day, and it had like 4 pictures. Like I had like the Prince of Persia, it had Jesus, and it had like 2 other people that weren't white. And then in like the caption on it, it says something like they mad because the Little Mermaid black, and these the people that's mad, like basically influencing how many times that white people have portrayed a different race or ethnicity, and it was cool. That's first of all. And then second of all, in the end, it's a fictional character. It's literally a fictional character. Like, this is not based off a real person. And some of it, I don't even try to play into it or read into it like that for real. The trailer looked dope. The singing looks amazing. I can't wait to see. I'm not even trying to give life to that little, to the craziness, all the craziness and chaos though. But if you are mad on it, shame on you though. Plain and simple.
But just to the piggyback off what the post that you said you seen, because I also I shared it. I shared it on my page. So they had the guy who played Aladdin. They had the gods of Egypt. That starred Gerard Butler and Jeffrey Rush. I don't know who Jeffrey Rush is, but if you look at the picture, he's clearly a white guy. And and the movie is about Egypt. So, you know, there we go. Then you got some stuff that was back in the day, way before my time. Othello or Othello, maybe it's called, where they basically just did blackface in that. Yeah, they just did blackface in that. You know, so you got like these things happen all the time, bro. Like, and it's just funny to me, bro. Like James, like you said, like, one, it is a fictional character, but it's just a simple fact that you really see with times like this, you really see the true colors with just America in general. You know what I'm saying? You got Christian groups going out in the out with a blaze of glory, like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. I thought you believed in God.
Matter of fact, in addition to that, bro, it was something else. Like I remember where the black lady that was on the new Star Wars. I forget her name. I should actually look that up. But while I'm looking that up, yeah, I remember because she was in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And there was a lot of people that had something to say about that, though, for real. Like, yeah, that is kind of sad. Like, what year are we in, bro? Like,
yeah, I'm not really heavy one series. I started watching it, but I really didn't get too in depth in it. But what you guys Siege on this take?
Yeah, man, I'm kind of with y'all. Like somebody, let's even just take it just real simple, real quick, right? So yeah, in the cartoon, she was white, right? So she was white, white mermaid, whatever. But let's just hypothetically say somebody said, whoever this director is, said, my take on it is she gonna be black. Well, wouldn't it be feasible to think that she could be black if she was swimming in the Caribbean? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, that's just a simple jig. That's just from a simple geographical perspective. I'm not saying that's where she is at, but Sebastian was definitely from there. So you feel me? So that's all I'm saying. As far as that part go, it didn't just kill me. Like, why everything has to look like you? Like, clearly in biblical text where it say Jesus' skin was bronze or heated brass, which would indicate that he was black, or whatever. So y'all could take that and then turn Jesus into y'all color, but we can't take a fictional mermaid and change her to be black. Like, are you kidding me? So it's just like, all right, bro. Like, at this point, you ain't never gonna be able to please nobody. And I remember I was watching Supreme Dreams. I don't know if y'all, I know y'all probably hip to them. They the ones who did the Brian stuff when they was talking about when Brian, they got famous off of doing Brian stuff and anime skits or whatever. So they did they got this little anime thing where they was selling like or helping promote like anime clothing, and it was a bunch of black dudes, of course, because that's who they are, a bunch of black dudes. And there's people in the comments like, why don't y'all depict the way anime fans really look? Like, who says anime fans have to look a certain way? So now y'all saying fictional characters have to look a certain way. Now y'all saying that anime fans have to look a certain way. So then what are we supposed to look like? Like, it's just stupid. That's all I'm saying. It's just stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely dumb, man. Oh, for sure. And like James said in the beginning, like, it's the Little Mermaid. It's a fictional movie. Like, all right, so
even in the location, she could feasibly be black. Now, no black person is saying we need a black hobbit. Like, nobody's saying that. like, come on, bro. Shit crazy. People.
All I'm saying is that for my, like, I look at it like this: is that I got two. You good, man? I got two daughters, bro. So my oldest, she's about to be 15, so it can kind of hit or miss with her. But my youngest, she'll be 6. So I showed her the trailer. She's fine with it. But the thing is, she knows the difference. So right after she's seen the trailer, she's like, all right, cool. I'm like, you want to see that? She's like, yeah, for sure. I'm like, you happy that Ariel look like you? She's like, yeah, that's cool. But now can we watch the real one? I'm like, that is the real one. She's like, no, the other one, Dad, the cartoon with the white Ariel. I'm like, okay, cool. So she knows the difference. Like, it's not a big deal. She's 5. Yeah, okay, you got the cartoon that we all grew up in love. White Ariel, cool. You got a crab that's singing. You got she's best friends with a freaking fish talking to seagulls. Okay, got your voice stolen by an octopus lady. Okay, that's the cartoon. So now they're gonna come out with a live version, and this time she's black with locks. Like, geez, man,
on our culture and our music. Maybe they want to take all of the ballads out and they want to add some of our culture in it. Maybe somebody who is familiar with our culture wanted to add some of our culture like they did with the old Cinderella. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all just keep watching the old one then, bro. Like, dang.
And the thing is, I don't. Speaking of the old Cinderella, I don't remember it being that much controversy. One, we was young, but I don't remember it being that much controversy when that dropped.
There was a little bit, but yeah, I was super young too. But it wasn't. I mean, I can't really say because, like I said, I was young as anything too. But I think there was a little bit, and then you just didn't hear anything else about it. It's either you liked it or you didn't like it. Like,
and even as a, you know, what I'm saying, as a young man, I still was like, this is dope to seeing. You know, I grew up. We all got either sisters, cousins, female cousins, whatever. So we've all watched all of these Disney movies. I'm like, oh man, that's sweet. Brandy get to play Cinderella, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she black. You know what I'm saying? It threw me off when I was like, all right, why is she black and the dude Asian? But all right, you know what I'm saying? That kind of,
all right, I get it. Okay,
like it threw me off, and I'm like, all right, y'all spicing it up. Like, okay, cool. It's a movie, like, and then the thing is, you got grown people that 35, 40, 45, 60 years old complaining, not only complaining, but getting active and using them fingers of theirs to type up some stuff about a fictional movie that is for the kids.
It's still like, is that the right way to, like, all right, so we know that it is an issue. I try to find like that middle ground of having knowledge, of being knowledgeable that it's there, but then at the same time, not even giving that shit enough energy for me to make a post or anything about it. Like, I know it's there. I know it's some yes, for real. I know they it's enough to piss you off for real. It's enough to ruin your day for real. It's enough to, I don't know, man. I'm trying to find that like thin line for real.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I mean, because, you know, with me, you know, as you both know, I really don't feed into especially a lot of this internet crap anyway. If it's funny, it's funny. If it's not, it's not. But at this point, you know, it's over and done with. You know, black folks is making their jokes now too. So at this point, it's just kind of hilarious on what people coming up with. But my thing is, the only part that gets me upset is the fact that, like I said, I have two daughters that's growing up in this society, in this world. So now my youngest, she still got some more growing to do. So, you know, I let her be a kid and judge and see stuff as she sees it with her eyes. But then I look at my oldest and it's like, hey, now I got to start showing you the true colors of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because what you get taught, it's like we got to reteach our kids. Like, okay, you go to school, you hear about slavery and you hear about racism, but you don't really, it's still the same things that we was told when we was kids. But now that we're getting older, now we know a little bit more. You know what I'm saying, about our history. And the thing is, I don't want my nieces, my daughters, nephews, you know, walking out into this world blind, thinking that racism is dead. Yeah, because it's not. And the way that it's taught and the way that it's viewed to these kids growing up, unless they've seen it firsthand, is that no, racism is dead. Like, no, it's cool. Or we don't have a problem with white people, or they don't have a problem with us. Like, okay, I'm glad you feel that way, and I'm glad you don't have a problem with somebody that's a different color from you or a different race. But at the same time, these things,
like, I want you to be aware and knowledgeable. Like, hey, this very well can happen.
Yeah,
this is the way to handle the situation.
So I showed my daughter some of these posts that people are making. You know, like, hey, look, I want you to look at this and read this and I want you to tell me what you think, how you feel. She's like, man, that's just mean. That's cruel. Why would they doing all of this just because Ariel was black one time?
Yeah,
like, it's a new movie. It was.
Can we get one? Like, can I get a shot?
All right. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's the part that that's the thing that really just makes me mad about the whole situation. Now, actually going back and forth and arguing with an individual, whether in person or online, about a movie, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. So, hey, Siege, you got anything to wrap this up on this one, or is it just time to move on?
Now, real quick, I think people got to understand too. Like a lot of these movies, even the older versions of movies, when they get adapted to plays, they pick the best person for the part in the plays. Like you see, all type of people play different, fictional characters and win Tonys for, for their performances as those fictional characters in the plays. So, like I said, like we obviously it's not a lot of people going to watch these plays because they wouldn't be they would know. You know what I mean? They would know who the characters were and who's singing the parts or whatever, and maybe they would be surprised and probably less apt to react negatively to somebody getting a role in the movie. If they seen like what's her name, Halle Bailey, her getting the part in this movie, you'd be less surprised because surprised like even J.K. Rowling casted a black girl as Hermione when they went to do the Harry Potter adaptation in on Broadway. So you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I mean, there was uproar about that too, of course, because oh my God, of course, how dare they cast somebody that's better than a white person for a Tony? But whatever, or on Broadway, but whatever. Now that's neither here nor there. My point is basically it's saying like go out, experience more things, and then maybe you will be shocked and surprised how many of these directors or people who cast these films, they search for people to do good jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of them do, but clearly there's a gap that they're trying to bridge here, and maybe, like I said, maybe it's somebody who wants to add some different type of cultures in their movies instead of giving you the same thing. Because I'm not gonna lie. It's some of these movies that they coming out with the same premise, they're giving you the same thing over and over again. They're trash, completely trash, and that's my opinion. So maybe they're trying to do something different and let people do something different and judge it after on its merits, bro. Like stop judging stuff for what you see. Like, oh my God, Ariel is black, and she was white before, so like y'all love the movie or nah, like. You know what I mean? Right. So that's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing racist going on in the movie. Like, so chill.
I mean, never mind. Yeah.
Man, they're gonna really be mad when she went in the war for that, for real.
Don't she get tossed off a boat?
Does though, but she a mermaid though. It's cool.
Not when she get tossed off. She got legs.
Oh yeah, that is. She did try to kill her. Try to murder her off,
boy.
Though.
They just trying to not as they trying to throw us off the boats. Go.
Yeah, at that point, she a mermaid.
I wonder who's gonna play her dad.
I don't know. I did see the rest of the cast, but I really wasn't paying that much attention into it. Siege, do you know who was playing her dad?
Nah,
probably a white guy.
I remember his face, but I don't remember him offhand. But even that though, like, you know what I'm saying, like. Now I could see if it was a historical film, like I said, they had white people playing Jesus and Moses and Samson and all these people. If it's supposed to be something that's historically accurate, then okay, I get you. But what the hell is historically accurate about the Little Mermaid? Please, somebody, please tell me, because I don't remember no talking flounders in real life when I went to go swim or Sebastian's. Last time I went to swim, bro. So I need to chill. Stop taking stuff.
It started
in
1939. Yeah.
Right, like
right. Even if they were trying to be historically correct, they still whitewashed that too. But that's neither here nor there. Either way it go, people get over it. Ariel is black. We had a black president. Now we got a black Ariel. It is what it is, man. Just get you a I was gonna push it to the limit, but I ain't gonna do it. Either watch the movie or no. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna make it racial, but I ain't gonna do it.
And people stop judging people off the color of their skin and judge them off their marriage, bro. Some ignorant people out here. AKA, we just got finished talking about Brett Favre doing something ignorant. Is he black?
I just started it.
Right. What you about to say, James?
No, what's really gonna be funny is just having an understanding that kids are kids.
Yeah.
If they want to watch something like, hey, it's a Little Mermaid. Like, think about how much of a goofball you gonna look like. No, we can't watch that. Like, why? Because she's black. Like, bruh, say that out loud and just like, oh my goodness, bro. It was just hilarious to me just thinking about it. Like, come on, let's go. What the Little Mermaid? No, come on, let's go. Get in the car.
Right.
Like, bro, like what? It's just funny to me. That's all, bro. That's all I have to say about it.
But yeah, man, it's stupid. Get over it, either watch the movie or not. Because, you know, one, just because y'all don't like it, black folks going to show out. So it's going to be what it's going to be. So moving on, man. So, you know, it's three brothers here, man. And I've been hearing these next couple of topics, man. I've been hearing a lot between like TikTok and some on Instagram a little bit. And I'll start with the first one, man. Do men hold each other accountable? So, CJ, I'm gonna let you start this one, bro. Do men hold each other accountable to you? I mean, we all know the answer, but yeah, go ahead.
As a whole,
Enlighten us.
As a whole, yes. I think it's a lot of dudes out here that don't, though, because they just want to be done with the situation. Like, nah, bro, it's cool, bro. Yeah. So I think it's people out here who don't hold people accountable. But I speak for us, for our group. Yeah, we hold each other accountable. We do it in different ways, though. Like, we might not attack a situation right away. If it's a situation that don't call for it to be taken right away, we might do it while we grilling each other. Like, nah, bro, you did this, bro, because that was trash. But it wouldn't be nothing serious. If we roasting about it, it wouldn't be something serious. But we might call somebody out on it. And if it's serious, then we just pull up. What's good, bro? What's going on, bro? Let me have a conversation with you, bro. Let's drink and talk for a second. You know what I'm saying? So speaking for us, yes. Speaking for other people, I would honestly venture to guess and say no. Like most men probably don't, because they probably don't want to. They probably don't want to be in a situation where it's uncomfortable to talk about stuff. And real talk, as men and as black men specifically, we ain't taught to deal with stuff like that. You know what I mean? We taught to, oh no, you got to be strong and you got to take care of this and you got to take care of that. And even in society today, you can go on Facebook. I challenge anybody to go on Facebook right now and pick 10 or 15 women, go on their pages and see what they say about men. 10 or 15. You're going to find a couple of them on there that might be a little encouraging or whatever like that, but most of them are not. And then the same thing with men. Go on a page, go on 10 or 15 men's page and see what they saying about women and see what they saying about men. And most of it is going to be, most of it towards men is going to be negative. You got to do this, you got to do that, or I'm better than you. You know, something competitive or toxic in terms of masculinity. We don't really talk about our issues like that. But us as a group, I would say more often than not we do. Sometimes we don't, but more often than not we do. But the majority of men, hell no.
Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree with you, my brother. One, I do agree with the fact that our group, our friend group, our brotherhood, or family, or whatever you want to call it, yeah, for the most part, yeah, we kind of hold each other accountable. But overall, from what I've seen a lot of people, a lot of guys in different friend groups do the same. Like, hey, bro, you said just on something, it could be something simple. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, do we all talk about all of our problems and all of our situations? Nah, sometimes you might be like, you know what, bro, already having a hard time. I'm not even going to push the issue, bro. I'm going to just fall back and let them keep doing this thing. So in that situation, yeah, I'm probably not going to hold you accountable for either the things or that you either said or, whatever the case may be. But I have seen certain situations to where people outside of our friend group like, hey, bro, you said you was going to do this. Hey, bro, we supposed to be doing this together. Hey, bro, I thought you said, hey, you need to, like, hey, you leaving your kids around. Like, hey, so, and I've been seeing it a lot more often than, of course, growing up. Yeah, it was a lot scarce. But now, yeah, man, a lot of guys, I think for us, man, as men, as guys, we kind of straight to the point. So if you got kids, Siege, and let's just say, of course, this is not you, but let's just say, man, the kids is running all off the wall. You don't care. You just leaving stuff out that puts in harm's way. And I come through and I'm like, and I'm just letting it go. Like, nah, we not doing that. It's like, hey, bro, you know, you got kids here. I know they your kids, but you might want to do such and such and such and such. You feel me? That's still trying to hold you accountable for your situation and your kids and stuff like that. Now, if you're a part of something to where what also happens is when you hold certain people accountable and they act like you're doing too much, then yeah, that's kind of where that drop off comes. Like just for the example that I just gave, if you was to blow up back at me like, hey, bro, these my kids, bro, you ain't got to worry about nothing that's going on over here, bro. I got this. This is my kids. It's my stuff. Just worry about what you and yours. You're right, bro. I'm just trying to look out for everybody's well-being. Now, but at that point, now I'm gonna leave it alone because it is your, you know what I'm saying? It is your stuff. But like I said, I see it a lot more now where guys are trying to hold each other accountable more often than not. What am I tell you, fella?
I kind of feel the same way you feel, for real. Don't get me wrong, those out there that just let they people just do whatever. But as far as the people I attract and the people I've really been around, more recent than not, and especially in the community that we got here, I consider myself a one to be kind of outspoken, depending on what it is, and be like, hey, oh yeah, bro, what's up with this? What's up with this and that? Like, bro, what was you thinking? XYZ, same thing that happens to me, for real. And I know a lot of my partners, like even outside of this village, like that I associate with, to be like, yeah, bro, you know, I'll be telling my peoples that be out there, bro, like, nah, bro, like you got to get a job. Nah, bro, you need to be focused on this. Nah, bro, what is you doing that for? Like, so I will say it's a lot more, like you said, E, that do try to stay up on correcting situations or just holding each other down, for real. Mm-hmm. But don't get me wrong, I do agree with Siege too. There's a lot of people that be allowing their people to just do whatever they want to do, mm-hmm. and not even give them another thought or like the good and bad side of the conscience, for real.
Yeah,
there are some people supporting that bullshit.
Like, I mean, I agree with Siege's part too. It's just, my thing is, like, you can't really account for everybody. And any group or situation, man, female, child, you can't say all men do this, all women do or don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a certain percentage or a certain amount that's going to do the opposite. Yeah. But the one thing that I can say is that to my opinion is that I think that the trend is changing. You know what I'm saying? Like Siege, I agree. Like growing up, yeah, a lot of people wasn't holding each other accountable. Like you had a lot of the older school people, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like your great granddads or maybe your great uncles or something like that. But other than that, you really didn't see too much of it. I know I didn't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying now? But I don't know. Like, but now just the simple fact that a lot of us are we're knowing better, so we're trying to do better.
Exactly.
So once you know, it's like, okay, now let me educate somebody that's younger than me, or maybe not even younger than me, just somebody else. Like, hey, listen, bro, I used to feel like that, I used to do like that, but now this is a whole different approach. Now, if they take it and run with it, they do. If they don't, they're like, nah, bro, you on some cornball. Like, I'm cool. Like, you trying to pass out wisdom. What are you talking about? Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna force you, my guy. I'm just telling you, I'm just passing it down. But a lot of more of these younger cats, and they 25, I'll say about, around 24, 25. The trend is starting to change a little bit. They're starting to hold each other a little bit more accountable.
I see it a little bit. I see it. Oh, my bad. But I was gonna say I see it a little bit different. I see it a little bit different to where it seemed like to me, like, yeah, people hold each other accountable to a certain extent, but everything looked good. Like, everything looked good when you sit over when it's mutually beneficial. I'll give you an example, bro. I done had a couple business things on the table with brothers, right? So I'm like, all right, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. All right, cool. We're going to do it on this day. All right, bet. All right, we don't do it on this day. Call me on Monday. All right, call you on Monday. Call me on Wednesday. Call you on Wednesday. I'm like, bro, all right, you said you was going to do it. We going to do it. No, we ain't going to do it. All right, we ain't going to do it. Bet. Then, this has been multiple situations or whatever, but then you see when it's not mutually beneficial, or when somebody sees something that they don't see as mutually beneficial, like let's say me and you got a deal on the table, E, and I'm like, hey, bro, come on, do this for me or whatever. And it might not even be no deal where it's no money involved initially, right? So I was like, all right, let's do this. But I support you. You know what I'm saying? So I support you. I'm like, hey, bro, do me a favor. Come on the show. Cool, you going to come on the show. We working it out. We ain't worked it out. We ain't been able to get a time together. So I fall back, whatever. But then I see you doing, you telling me we going to do it on these days, and you ain't doing it on these days. And then you got some other stuff you doing on the days where we supposed to be doing whatever we were supposed to be doing in the first place, or you don't get back to me. Now, I'm not going to be blowing you up to hold you accountable on these days. Me holding you accountable was me hitting you up. So at the same time, like, yeah, people can hold you accountable, but the main person that got to be holding you accountable is your damn self. Now, outside of but outside of that, though, what I'm saying about the other side of it, the people who are holding other people accountable, is they do stuff to hold people accountable when it's more beneficial for them. So, like, I might hold you accountable because you my brother, I love you, right? So I'm going to be like, bro, you tripping, bro? Or put this down, bro, chill, whatever, bro. And if you got to do something with the kids, you're gonna have to scream at me because I'm still coming back. That's how I feel. That's just me. I'm still coming back at you because you're my brother. I'm supposed to love you. I'm supposed to make sure everybody cool. So that's just me. But I get what you're saying, though. Some situations, bro, you got to drop them. But anyway, that's not it. That's not what I'm trying to go to right now. But what I am trying to go to is that a dude will hold a dude accountable when it's something that's more beneficial for him. All right, bro. Or they need somebody to blame, right? So all right, I want to be a podcaster. So let's go to these podcast events on Wednesdays and Thursdays, bro. Cool. Now I'm not going to the podcast. I brought it to your attention, right? So I'm telling you, let's go to these podcast things on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But I'm coming at you like you introduced it to me, like, bro, I ain't go because you ain't go. Like, that's the type of stuff I see. Like, people hold each other accountable when it's something that's more beneficial for them or when they need somebody to blame. Instead of just going
I mean, like I said, I agree with you. Yeah, like I said, I agree with you. But the thing is that I seen more of that when we were younger. Now I don't see it. Maybe it's just not something that's coming across my table as much. But right now, I don't see it as much. You know what I'm saying? To where half the time, the situation don't even have to benefit, well, me, for example. Like, it's just a simple, like I said, if it's you saying that, or James, like, hey, I want to lose 40 pounds by my birthday. And I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a plan together. Like, yeah, and I got a plan. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. All right, cool. A week go by, just on the holler back, like, hey, how your workout plan going? Oh, bro, I ain't even get to it yet, man. I've been slacking. All right, well, you probably want to stop slacking, bro. You wasting time, bro. You need to get on it, bro. Just start. All right, yeah. Not next day, baby. A week later, a couple days after that, like, hey, you go jogging today? You do your push-ups today? Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That in that scenario, that has nothing to do with me. But the thing is, I'm trying to hold you accountable because you said it was something that you wanted to achieve. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, even like you mentioned, I can hold you accountable all I want to. But if you don't hold yourself accountable, you feel me? Like I said, for that example, I said you. If I call you for like the whole every week for the month or 2 months it take for whatever your time limit is, and you like, nah, man, I was tired, bro, or I had to go to work, or it was just something every time. At the end of the day, it's your goal that don't get accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that one don't actually have no
effect on you for
that example. But yeah. I mean, like I said, I do see what you're saying, Siege. I just feel like I've seen it a lot more when we was younger, because it's been incidents the same way that you said, for example, to where somebody mentioned something and then I'm just like, all right, bet, let's do it, and then they fall off and don't do it or don't hold somebody accountable for it. But I just think like basically as a term that, like I said, I see a lot of females be like, oh my God, do men really hold each other accountable?
Yeah.
In the terms that they're trying to deliver it in, yeah. Now we can break down a lot of different examples to say that nah, like I've seen people not hold themselves accountable. They brother, you know what I'm saying? We can break that down, but as far as just in the basic simple term, for the most part, I would say yes. You know what I mean?
Because
Usually in the context
for the simple stuff, probably. Like for the simple stuff, probably, because it's easy to be like, bro, did you work out today? Like that's easy. Like, all right, bro, did you work out today? But when you got somebody who doing drugs or something like that, like if you gonna be like, bro, put the drugs down and walk with somebody or go to a meeting with somebody to help hold them accountable, that's what I'm talking about. Did you work out today?
Yeah, I mean, I've done all of that besides. I've done all of that besides the meet. I've done all of that besides the meet. Now, I personally know people that's addicted to sick, and it's like, hey, bro. But at the same time, I can only tell you when hold your hand and have conversations with you.
I'm gonna say
for so long before it's like, what else do you need me to do? If you need me to actually do something with you or for you, cool. But like you said in the beginning, Siege, I can hold somebody else accountable. But if they're not holding themselves accountable for their own situation, it's really me holding them accountable is really null and void.
It's also about kind of knowing your approach of attack. For you can't come in every single situation. I think C said this a little earlier. You can't come in every situation the same way. So I mean, holding somebody accountable, in my opinion, should mostly be done in a way that's mostly beneficial, depending on who that person is. Because if you kick it around somebody enough to where somebody is going to try to correct the situation or hold you accountable for what you're doing and get you to see it in the best way possible for your benefit or whoever that person's benefit is, you just got to switch up your tactics a little bit. Some people like the direct, bro, you was on some bullshit when you did that. Other people is just like, bro. So let me give you a scenario. So if this happened and they go into this story and they break it down, that might reach that person differently though. Mm-hmm. So it's different ways to kind of hold people accountable. You just got to pick out the most direct way that's going to basically benefit that person for real.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I see what you're saying. But I just think that even with that, it still depends on the situation at hand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like certain situations, you might have that patience to be like, you know what? Let's sit down at the table, bro. Let's talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And then there might be another situation like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might be fed up. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like,
I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, like, bro, that's not the move, bro. Like, so I mean, like I said, I get what you're saying, but I just think, like how we all saying, it's all subjective. You know what I'm saying? To whatever situation it's in. But I'm gonna use that to move on to this next topic, since we're talking about the men friend group and stuff like that. I've also been hearing this a lot on TikTok because these women are delusional, and I agree with them being delusional. And I've been actually saying it for about 3 months now, how delusional people are. But anyway, they said, is there the questions going at hand is there a leader in the male friend group? James, I'm gonna let you start this one, bro.
And for different stuff, I'm gonna just say for different stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
But the question is, this is what they've been saying. Is it the male leader, like overall, like it's the one guy? It's him. That guy.
I've seen some situations to where there is like one main person that gets a lot of the respect and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, not really. Everybody's kind of their own man for real. I mean, when you're younger, and we had like a group like the Little Rascals and Spanky. It was Spanky and Alfalfa. Them was the two cats right there. So when you're younger, I feel like there is somebody, mostly like an older cousin, an older brother, or something that you really look up to, and everybody, man, like, yeah, he's so cool, and he's the guy, he's the face. But as you get older, everybody, for the most part, in my opinion, wants to be their own man once you hit a certain age. Like, but, and that's why I said in certain things, like,
No, I mean, I agree with you.
If I needed podcast advice, for example, I go to C's been doing it long. Yeah, hey, I got a question. If I need, I don't know, barbershop lessons, then the lead will be Buddy, for example. Like, yeah, let me go talk to Buddy. He the lead man of this haircut operation of everybody in the village. Everybody get a cut.
Did you see the same clip I seen? Because that's the response I was gonna give. That one right there, what you're saying right now. So maybe you didn't see the same clip. Ain't nobody
looking around like, bro.
C's right there.
He look behind him though, like,
But I'm saying, like, that's basically, I was saying that I seen that same clip. You know what I'm saying? It was a clip, and a guy was basically saying the same thing that you're saying, which is the same thing that I was gonna say, because it's the truth. And I brought this up because maybe women need to hear from some podcasters that's not as well known as some of these other guys that we see on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. So just some regular 9-to-5ers out here trying to build this podcast thing up. We're saying the same thing. No, there is no main leader guy person in the man friend group. Like James said, it depends on what the situation is. If we all going out and I'm the going out guy, well, we're gonna follow the going out guy. Like he know more about the scene. So hey, bro, we about to go to this one. Like, nah, we not. We about to go with this one, bro. That one's trash. They're gonna charge you $20 at the door. This one, bro, we can walk in free right here. You know, I know the bouncer. Like, so what you gonna be like? Nah, I want to be my own person and go spend $20. Or are you gonna listen to the person that go out all the time? It's gonna be, we're gonna have a better time over here. So for that situation, yeah, okay, he leading the group or the pack right now. You know what I'm saying? If we about to do something else and somebody else is whatever, okay, it's on you. Like, it rotate. And the thing is that these women don't understand that men are not that complicated.
Yeah.
We're not, and they be trying to throw these different wrenches in the system to be like, well, once you find out, and the way they had it was like, once you find out who the leader of the friend group is, that's the one I want. Like, you're gonna be bamboozled because you, depending on what situation,
bamboozled.
You're gonna be like, oh, he the leader, and then 2 days from now, you're gonna be in a different situation, and the other guy gonna be the leader. You know what I'm saying? But like, oh, I thought you was that alpha. Like, Trick, we all alphas. What are you talking about? Like,
that was some beta ass question you asked.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to search for which one is the alpha male out of the friend group. Like, either you gonna mess with somebody or you don't. 9 times out of 10, and this goes for any group, friend, male or female group. You never want to get the ugly one. Just call it what it is. Everybody hate that. You either talking to a chick, okay, come meet my friends, and then you meet the friends. It's like, damn, the rest of all your friends is bad, and then you the ugly one out the group. Like, man, that's crazy. All right, well, hey, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, all that extra stuff don't matter. And it was like that topic I'm hoping we got a female in here that's watching that's gonna see that, so I can enlighten somebody.
What you got those seeds?
Yeah, what you got on your brain, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Same thing verbatim, bro. It's crazy because even y'all saying alpha and betas, like, we know a few people who ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to be one of these guys. I sit back and just watch what's going on. I don't really gotta assert myself that much, but that don't mean that person doesn't have they their leadership qualities or leaders times to lead. And I think people who, if there is any woman out there or any man out there that's thinking like, I gotta be the leader in this friend group, graduate from high school, and then come out at us like what are they talking about, bro? Like, it's so annoying, bro, that people spend time, and I guess I don't spend my time, so it's not really annoying me. But whoever that person will end up with, if they still have this mindset or they're dating somebody, is like, what are you wasting your time thinking about this for? Like, oh, there's a leader, and man, I'll give you a perfect example. Yeah, put my kids in sports, bro. Oh, they're gonna play football. I'm going to eat. Right? I'm taking my kids to eat, bro. All right, we're gonna go to eat. You're gonna train with your uncle for a little while, bro. Then I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I might be out there with you because I did too. Played a little ball too. But he's the guy we're taking for the sports. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna do some music, then they're probably gonna bring them to me. If we're going out, we probably going to E or a few other brothers. Talking about hooping, it's gonna be one of the other brothers. We're talking about fighting, it's gonna be a multitude of all of the brothers, depending on what type of fighting style you're trying to adopt. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we don't sit there and literally be like, you know what? We all have to go to E's house and congregate to figure out what would he do today? Like, First of all, bro, like, what? Like, who sits there? Somebody literally got on social media and said, I gotta find a leader out of a male group. Oh yeah, you about to be on the merry-go-round because
you looking for that? Ain't nobody come to see you.
Like, we don't do that, bro. Like, we really don't. Like, and here's the thing, I have really never seen any male groups do that outside of any situation that was not super toxic. You feel me? Like, I've been in situations that's super toxic when I was a kid, and all the adults had to be like, "Oh, we at such and such house, and he gonna trip if we do this, or we gotta do this." Or like, I gave you a perfect example. I know I done told you this story before. Not end with this. I'm in Cleveland. I live in Akron, but I was in Cleveland, kicking it, bro. We kicking it. We outside. We drinking brews and chilling. You know what I'm saying? This garage. It's like a garage. Garage is lined up. So it's this older guy, bro. He in the garage, right? So he in the garage. It's two dudes. They walking up. They like, bro, let's go to Unc's garage. I'm like, cool. So I walk over to Unc's garage, bro. I see these grown ass men kissing this man ring, bro. They like, bro, you got to kiss his ring. You got to kiss his ring to get in the garage. I said, I'm stepping then, bro. And old school was like, nah, bro, it's cool, bro. I don't even know. They just weird. They just trying to show me respect. I said, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You get a certain level of respect, but the respect is earned. I'm not about to come here and kiss no man ring like he Jesus Christ. Like, what are you saying? Right. Get out of here. And Jesus Christ only wants you to kiss his ring. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't do that, bro. Like, normal people don't do that. That's not how we think. And if you come across a dude who think like that, you probably need to run away.
I need to skedaddle.
Even CEOs, bro. Even CEOs of companies.
I agree with you, man. Like,
CEOs of companies have a functional structure for a reason. It's at the top. They at the top of the functional structure of a company, right? But they'd be some damn fools if they don't listen to the people under them. They don't always lead. They don't lead every day. CEOs go home at some point. Somebody has to take the lead. Like, idiots.
Right. I mean, and like I said, I agree with you, man. It was funny, man. So, like I said, it was something that I had to put down because I'm like, I just been hearing it too much, and it's like, we got to get our take on this. But it's definitely hilarious, man. Like, because you never know who you're gonna get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just when we was all growing up and hanging out, we all like sometimes it'd be me and you for half the day, and then we'll link up with 6 other brothers 3 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Now we doing on a whole other venture. Now, if we doing something that CJ ain't down with, like back in the day, strip clubs, he ain't like going to the strip club. So he did something else. I mean, I'm gonna get you in there. But I'm just saying, but anyway, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did something else. Like, it wasn't is that a sneeze or a cough?
Yeah, it's a sneeze.
Okay, God bless
you. I got a violent sneeze. Yeah,
I
didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you was like just clearing your throat, man. My fault.
Like, that sounds
But-
gross.
But I'm just saying, like, there is no leader or leaders to be like, oh well, that's what we're doing. Okay, I get. I don't really want to, but I'll just find something else to do.
Yeah,
Like-
pretty much.
Times like you do have them moments to where, like, all right, at one point in time, over where Siege grew up at, that was a kicking spot. 9 times out of 10, that's where everybody ended up at. It wasn't because him or his people was the leader of everything. It was just that's just where everybody just ended up going.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where y'all at? We on our way over here to Siege in them house. Or Meemaws, you know, we just call it Meemaws. Everybody don't know who Meemaw is, but you know what I'm saying? We're like, shit, we over here. Like, all right. Y'all gonna be there for a minute, like y'all just getting up there, like boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go too. Like, all right, I'm gonna meet y'all up there. Or there's certain occasions where everybody met at my house growing up. Hey, where y'all? Who all over at your house? Oh, it's me, such and such, such and such and such and such right now. Ah, well, shit, stay right there, bro. I'm about to be on the way. Hey, so what's the move for the night? Like, we asking these questions as a group. Like, what we doing? Like, are we chilling? Are we hooping today? Are we not doing shit? Like, what's going? What's really the move out here?
Taking a survey of the room. for
Yeah,
real.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I dig
hey,
it,
what
though.
we
That's how it
doing?
is, though, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And even as grown adults now, you feel me, with responsibilities, like a day like today, a Saturday. Like, hey, well, we all gonna meet up at such and such house, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. All right. Phone call, phone tag to everybody. And then, hey, so what's the move? Y'all trying to go out? Y'all trying to shoot pool? We going bowling, we playing top golf. And if something comes up to where somebody ain't feeling it or feeling that moment, either we gonna try to come to an agreement as a group, or somebody just be like, you know what? Y'all can go ahead and go. I'm gonna just do something different. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there is no, like James, like you said, starting off. It just depends on the situation. Everybody got their turn to be in the forefront, so if you will. So, ladies, please chill with all of that. Matter of fact, figure out who the alpha in your group. How about that? Think about that. But yeah, man, we try not to keep anybody longer than an hour. But I do got one more quick question, so we ain't really got to stay on it too long. Matter of fact, I'll just save it. I'll save it for the next show.
You already brought it up. You might
before we
as well
get
say
out
it
of here, I
now.
do have a different question though. Y'all still listen to R. Y'all still listen to R. Kelly?
Yeah, yep. Yep.
I
I
haven't
said
listened
that.
to
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like some of his songs some of his songs now they do be a little weird. Like I was listening to Age Ain't Nothing But a Number the other day in the car. Like it's a banger, but
That's pretty
kind
Ricky
of
though.
doing
ain't it?
this though. Like
But that
Nah.
was pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky also got that song.
oh, nah, age ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a thing.
It is a banger though. But that's,
But I was in the car like song horrible, but go ahead, Leah. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like, yeah, I still do them. Just like the Maxwell challenge that Tyrese was trying to. Oh yeah, R. Kelly wrote that. Well, guess what? He wrote a whole lot of stuff, bro. He
Yeah.
produced a whole lot of stuff. Like,
that's kind of my thing with it.
yeah. Like,
What about you, Siege? You still listen to R. Kelly, bro?
I do, like, if it come on. I've never been a person that really pulled up a lot of R. Kelly stuff. Like, you know what I feel like listening today? R. Kelly. But I will say all the age songs that he come out with is definitely weird now. So I definitely, if them come on, I definitely turn them. Like, nah, I'm not listening to nothing about no age with coming to R. Kelly. Like, but as far as his music and stuff that he produced and all of that, yeah. And then you got to think about this too. Like, you stop listening. People who stop listening to R. Kelly, that's your choice, obviously. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that was made and created specifically here in America that y'all still partake in or listening to, and you know what they did. So come on, bro. Like, don't be hypocrites about it now.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, I still listen to R. Kelly, and the reason why I brought that question up is just because everybody think that it's you now. Like James, if you came to get ready for the show, and I had R. Kelly playing, you know what I'm saying? Like now people look at you like, oh, so you one of those? Like, bro, it's music, G. Are you listening to Kodak Black? Are you illiterate? No, you like the music, right? Like you got people listening to freaking gangbangers. Does that make you a gangbanger? Like no. Like
nowadays, a nigga might tell you, hell yeah,
man, because all these fools are stupid. At the end of the day, bro, music is music. The banger is the banger. Now some songs. Now I put it like this: if the song come on and you question yourself, change it. If you this sound kind of nasty now, then yeah, you'd have thought about it. So change it. But if you actually listening to the quality of the song for the song just being the song, then go ahead, bro. And shouldn't be no shame in it. Whatever.
I was feeling what C's was saying. Like there's a couple songs now that I listen to, but it's like, yeah, I never was he said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to some R. Kelly. Like, yeah, I ain't never been.
The only
I was feeling C's on that.
The only time I've done something similar to that is back in the day when we was all making CDs, and you had to try to make that little that love CD. Oh yeah, at least 4 or 5 of those.
You don't get 1 or 2 of them bad boys gonna be some R. Kellys. Back then, yeah.
Yeah, you got a couple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I feel you. Like out the blue, like put on that foreplay.
I mean, there's probably people who do that. There's probably people who do that.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's usually older people that actually like live through that time. But anyway, I just thought that was random and funny. But I want to bring
no
that up.
age songs though. I can't do the age stuff no more, bro. It's just weird.
Man,
like, the spirit of the songs is weird.
And it's like, so weird because I remember the sample that Outkast used on the Love Below. So one day I was sitting there, I was like, "Bud, I've never heard the song before. Like I've heard the sample, like I said on the Love Below." So I'm sitting there and I listen to it. I'm like, "Bro, this beat nasty, bro." Then I'm like, at least vocals was on point. Then I'm like,
yeah, let me turn this
but
off.
it was a banger though. But it wasn't. I mean, it doesn't really bother me for real. Like I'm not a molester. Like, you know what I mean? Like, think because I heard the song when I was younger, like way back in the day, it made me think of that. Like, you know, when you trying to talk to a girl that's, I don't know, when you 13 and she 14, 15. Like I didn't use that line before. Like, so I use it in my context in my life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't really just go to like, oh yeah, like all of that. But
I've definitely used that more than one. I've used a lot of stuff. We need to have a show about just pickup lines.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I use lyrics all the time. I still use lyrics with my wife right now. But anybody got it? You got any closing words, Siege, before we get up out of here, man, where people can find you at?
First, yeah, we all make mistakes, man. Y'all gotta chill on being hypocrites about people making mistakes. That's number one. Then stop clowning with these people about these racial stuff in the movies. It's not nothing of Ariel, excuse me, I couldn't think of her name, in The Little Mermaid. Has nothing to do anything with any historical context, so chill. And if it does, it's probably very, very minute, so relax on that. And then, of course, you can find me at Siege101 on Twitter, at The Link ENT LLC on all other platforms except Instagram and YouTube. It's at The Link Entertainment LLC. Check out The Link Podcast. It's back. We just put up an episode Wednesday. We'll drop another one next Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. We just got done with the 4-3 podcast. Check out that every Saturday at 10:30 while we got this football season going on. Shoot, man, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. I love being on the show, so thank you for having me on too.
Definitely, man. Our screen kind of froze a little bit, so But other than that, James, you got any
Yeah, I definitely froze up now.
For real.
Yeah, y'all froze up pretty bad, my brothers. All right, everybody. Well, it looks like they having technical difficulties. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. Follow the First Class Podcast page. It's also a First Class Podcast fan page as well. We'll be doing this show every other Saturday, so check it out every other Saturday here, right here, where you're checking it out at now. So we appreciate y'all listening. If y'all got any topic ideas, something that y'all want to hear, y'all can also drop that on the fan page as well, or hit E up. You can hit E up directly. You can hit James up as well. That's that guy 937. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace and power.